My boyfriend uninvited me from his sister's wedding so that he could bring his girl best friend, but I'm going anyway. For starters, I love my boyfriend's family. I do not love his girl best friend. My boyfriend's been friends with this girl since childhood, and he admits that for years he was in love with her, but she just kept leading him on. She would flirt with him, say things like, oh, but like, could you ever imagine if we were together? Maybe that would be amazing. Making marriage pacts, things like that. But then she would always get a boyfriend and friend zone him. And this cycle of flirting with him when she was single and acting like they were just friends when she had a boyfriend continued all the way into college, until he met me. Now, I've only met his girl best friend a few times because she lives in a different state than us, but every time has been far less than enjoyable. The girl is awful, and she thinks everything between us is a competition. Who knows him best? Who would be a better wife? Who would be a better what? Like, why are you? That's so weird. But for some reason, it always comes back to who's closer with his family. And she always talks about how his mom is like a second mom to her, and she just really feels like she's a part of their family. Okay. Cool flex, like, don't know what to tell you about that one. About a week ago, my boyfriend's sister's wedding invitation came in the mail, and it was addressed to him, but included a +1. Obviously, that +1 was meant for me. Like, we've been dating for years. It was just assumed, or so I thought. Now, the first few days after getting the invitation, he was talking to me about plans, plane flights to go to the wedding, things like that. But after a few days, he stopped mentioning the wedding. And if I brought it up, he would change the subject. So 2 days ago, I get home and my boyfriend's in the bedroom on the phone on speaker with somebody. And I would know that nasally, whiny little voice anywhere. It was his girl best friend. And she was talking about what she should wear to the wedding, which I didn't think was weird. She always talks about how close she is to his family. So obviously she'd be invited, right? So I walk into the bedroom and say hi to his girl best friend on the phone, and he looks startled, which is weird because I've said hi to her on speaker before and he didn't seem to have a problem with it. And I tell her that I look forward to seeing her at the wedding, which is a lie, but I'm nice, okay? I'm trying to be nice. Tell me why this girl says, oh, I'm so glad you got an individual invitation. I was starting to feel a little bad about taking your +1. Taking my +1? Who's taking my +1? So my boyfriend really quickly tells this girl that he has to go. And I'm like, yeah, you better hang up the phone because you have some explaining to do. And I stand there, my arms crossed, and I'm like, okay, what is she talking about? And he tells me that she didn't receive an invitation to the wedding. Shocking, considering how close she says. Like part of the family, that's what she said. And he said that she called him distraught, saying that it would mean everything to her to go to this wedding and to celebrate with the people that she loved the most. People that you love the most. You didn't get invited to the wedding. So I tell him, I'm like, I think that that's really strange to make your +1 not your girlfriend at your immediate family's wedding. And he was like, you know, they've known her forever. I don't think it'd be that weird. And I was like, well, she didn't get invited. So, and he has the nerve to go, well, neither did you. I'm floored, honestly. The fact that he said that, I was like, yes, I was invited. That +1 was meant for me. I've literally talked to your sister about her wedding multiple times. That +1, just because it didn't have my name on it, did not mean that it wasn't meant for me. And he said, well, you know what? Your name isn't on it. I can choose who I want as my +1, and I'm taking my friend. So I storm out, go to my best friend's place, and proceed to just cry and tell her what happened. Honestly, I was just feeling so embarrassed. I know I shouldn't feel embarrassed, but it's just like, how could he not even want me there? But that is when I got an unexpected call from my boyfriend's sister. She told me that my boyfriend just called her to tell her the situation, and she was livid. She said that clearly the +1 in that invitation was me. She apologized. She was like, you know, I was just trying to save some customization costs, but if I would have known he was gonna pull this, I should have just put your name on it. Like, that was clearly intended for you. I'm so sorry if it came across that I didn't want you at my wedding or that you weren't invited. You're 100% invited. I want you there. The best part, though, is she starts talking about my boyfriend's girl best friend. And she says, there's absolutely no way I'm letting that little leech at my wedding. My boyfriend's sister goes on to tell me that his entire family despises this girl because she led on my boyfriend for years. He's rude, selfish, ungrateful. Every time she was over at their house, she would leave a mess, never clean it up. Basically, she said that she was just not a nice girl, and it was intentional that she didn't get an invitation to the wedding. So even though his girl best friend was saying that, she was like family to that was a lie. They don't talk. She tries to reach out apparently, and they all ignore her. Then she tells me that she has revoked her brother's +1 and will be mailing me my individual invitation. She even told me that even if I make the decision to dump my boyfriend over this, she would still love to have me at the wedding because she feels like I've become part of the family at this point. I'm part of the family. Oh my, how the tables have turned. So I know for a fact that I'm gonna be at that wedding. Now, will I be attending with my boyfriend or not? That's to be decided.